If you're looking for a resource that you set up just one time, but then it leads to years and years of fantastic fine motor learning, then you're in the right place. I'm going to talk about Busy Boards today and show you exactly why they are a super cheap, budget, simple, and very exciting way of getting children interested in fine motor and getting them learning by themselves for a long, long time. So this is Early Impact. Let's do this. Hi guys, my name is Martin Williams. I've been a teacher of children between the ages of about 3 to 5 over the last 12 years and also a course leader and blogger for several years as well. And today I'm going to talk all about one of my ultimate, most exciting things that I've used, which is Busy Boards. These are sometimes called Tinker Boards or fine motor boards as well, depending on what country and part of the world you're in. But today we're going to call them Busy Boards. Basically, it's just a piece of wood, some kind of piece of wood, and you stick on lots of things that make children fiddle and use their fingers. Step one is get some kind of big chunk of wood. You can get something like a piece of MDF, or this was a bit of a kitchen worktop, if you can imagine this. Then all you do, I'll show you the Busy Board itself, you stick on things that children enjoy to sort of fiddle with and use their fingers and manipulate. And you screw them on, or you super glue them on. I've got 5 different Busy Boards and I'll show you them in a moment. They're all a bit different. They're all quite small. They're all just these small pieces of worktop. In the real world, I would say, make them as big as you can. If you've got a whole wall that you've got spare, you could stick one on the wall, like a giant piece of wood or a pallet or something. Or outdoors is really good, especially if you've got like a sheltered bit with a bit of a roof on. Some kind of outdoor massive Busy Board is a fantastic thing to make. Let's take a look at this one. So we've got a nice range of different exciting things you can fiddle with. For example, Lego. Got little Lego board, Lego pieces. Got some things like a zip. And it's really good for all those experiences that children are going to come up with, like zipping up clothes or tying shoelaces or doing buttons, all those little tricky fiddly jobs like that. Great for practicing that kind of thing. We've got a few simple twisting things like this bottle top. Got a handle on the door, little wheel. Top tip about the Lego board. It's good if you have children that are interested in some kind of construction toys to use that. If you have children that love Duplo, for example, you could stick some Duplo on here, or stickle bricks or whatever it is. Lego is a good one that lots of children are really interested in. One bonus of having a board like this is you can put it on the wall outside and the children can then build outwards. This is supposed to be good, particularly for those children that all they do is build upwards when it's on a flat surface. Some children are just obsessed with making their tower as big as possible. But this is meant to kind of stop that. Let's take a look at another one now. And I should say all of these have these little swanky handles on the top. And these are really useful if you want to carry them around. Just little handles screwed on. Fantastic for transporting them around the place. Here we go, just another range of different activities, this one. All of these boards were designed for children aged 4 to 5, but if you are working with younger children, maybe 1, 2 or 3 year olds, you can cater them for simpler activities that those children can do. Also, older children could do even more challenging fine motor activities as well. So just, cater it for whatever children you're working with and the kind of level of skills they have. This one, again, it's a good range of simple and harder activities. Bit more DIY stuff on this one. There's the little spinny cog things. There's also real life things like this electrical socket. I should say, if you don't want your children touching anything like that, don't put it on. And I also heard about a nursery that they put on a lock that was similar to their lock outdoors, and one child learned how to unlock the outdoor lock. Try not to do that. Try and avoid anything that could have any sort of safety implications. If you don't want them touching the locks, etc., which obviously you don't put them on. If you're liking these Busy Boards so far, then please do hit the like button underneath this video. Just give it a little dink. That will really help me to spread this video to a wider audience and help more people with ideas like this. So yeah, just dink that like button. Thank you so much. This one's one of my particular favorites. And again, a good range of simple and easy and a bit trickier. We've got one of these abacus things, and any simple, baby toy or fine motor activity like that is good for these boards. There's things like opening bottles, locks, and you get all sorts of different locks and padlocks and all that kind of thing. They're great for these kind of boards. This light's a really tricky one. Takes a lot of precision doing that one. One of these little locks over here, and all sorts of exciting stuff on this one as well. Just show you one more. This has got another very exciting weaving activity with these little clips and a bit of string that you try and weave through. Very, very exciting. A range of different locks again. Range of different bolts and nuts. In terms of money, these all cost about £20 each to make. I paid £20, and that was for the wood plus the odds and ends. So £20, $25, depending on what part of the world you're in, that kind of thing for the price. But definitely you can hunt around in your house, any of this stuff, if you can find it, or you can ask parents to bring in old locks, zips, bottles, Lego, all that kind of stuff, and a few screws, and away you go. A few top tips to remember. Number one, cater for your children. Really think about where they're up to and what skills you want to get them developing next. Number two, make it big if you can. These are all quite small, which is great for me going around courses and going in my car and all that kind of thing. But in reality, make it big. A big wall or some pallet outside with lots of different things on. The bigger, the better. It makes them more engaging. How do you introduce these boards to children? Well, it's very simple, to be honest. It's really easy for them to understand what it's for, because just so many of them have that natural instinct to kind of fiddle with stuff. So even just leaving it somewhere and letting them have a go will often just work fine. You can also, a bit of adult intervention is good, showing them what to do, how to use the board. That's all good. For any resource that the children are going to play with, that is a good idea. So a little bit of adult intervention, but it is something that gets their heads around very, very simply. Using busy boards is just one of about 100 strategies that are featured in my course, the Start Right Launchpad. This is all about a full structure and a scheme of strategies to get children interested in fine motor and early writing and turn them into lifelong writers. It's an online course. It's about 2.5 hours long, and it showcases lots and lots of tried and tested ideas and inspirational things you can use with children between the ages of about 2 to 5. If you're interested in checking that course out, then I'll leave a link in the description underneath this video. Just check under the video, click the link, and take a look at what the course involves. If you're interested in busy boards, you may well be very interested in some exciting ways of getting children interested in making marks for the first time. I've done a video all about that. It's called Mission Impossible, and it shows 5 super exciting ideas for getting children wanting to make marks. That video is going to pop up on the screen somewhere about here. So click on that one, check out 5 amazing ways of getting children making marks for the first time.